Hello, YouTube Sidekick here with another installment of the Iron Bomber's Guide to the DCS Galaxy. Today we're back in the A-29 Super Tucano. We have a new mission that we're going to fly. It's called Highway Patrol. This is a mission that's particularly well suited to the Super Tucano, as you'll see, and it's available on my Discord server if you want to give it a try. So, today we're just going to do a quick mission briefing and then we're going to go fly. So, let's get started. Gentlemen, orders. Situation: operations against guerrilla groups in the region continue. Security forces have control of urban areas and most rural areas out here on the plains. They periodically mount patrols into the mountain valleys, however they don't have resources to maintain a constant presence there. The guerrillas have good command of the ground and apparently good intelligence, so that when ground forces enter the valleys, they either find well-planned ambushes or nothing at all. The latest tactic of the guerrillas is to periodically place roadblocks on the mountain roads. From these roadblocks, they either extort money or kidnap high-value victims. The roadblocks are usually set up outside urban areas on open stretches of road with good visibility in both directions. They can actually consist of temporary structures and will usually include a number of vehicles. The guerrillas are armed with small arms, but they also often have machine guns or light caliber cannon. They're confident that they will hear about any armed response in plenty of time to abandon the positions before a column arrives by road. Mission. Your mission today is to provide an armed patrol of the highway from Point Alpha to Point Bravo, and to detect and attack any guerrilla roadblocks that you detect. Execution. You will take off from Weasal Airfield using runway 28, fly to Point Alpha, and begin your patrol. Fly low enough to detect any suspicious activity along the roadway, but be aware of the possibility of light AAA fire. You'll be armed with two 19-tube 2.75-inch rocket launchers and two Mark 82 bombs. You're authorized to neutralize any guerrilla activity that you detect. Good luck. Okay, here we are in our A-29B, just rolling down the runway. You heard the mission briefing. Our job today is to take off and head out to the mountains over to the left and patrol a road up into the valley. The mission is set up such that a guerrilla roadblock will appear, but it'll be at a random location each time we fly it. So basically the mission is going to be different every time we fly it. So at this point, we don't know where we will actually find the roadblock. Because of the restricted terrain, some of the roadblock locations can be pretty challenging, some more than others, but all of them will force us to use the A-29's kind of unique agility and payload. So, if you're looking for an opportunity to really try out the A-29 in an operational setting, come on over to the Discord channel and download the mission and give it a try. The link is in the description. So one of the things that a lot of people are looking forward to in the A-29 is that it will hopefully, eventually, allow for multi-crew, so you can fly missions with a friend in the back seat. Now, that functionality doesn't exist just yet, but this is a mission where you would really need a good backseater because of the close terrain and the need to both maneuver and keep an eye on the target at the same time. So I wanted to at least simulate having someone in the backseat, so joining me today as a virtual backseater is Weasel. Say hello to YouTube, Weasel.
Hello to YouTube, Weasel.
Very funny. Glad that you could bring your comedic talents to the mission today. Now, Weasel, you've had a chance to fly the mission because I asked you to take a look at it while I was testing it. What did you think of it?
Well, I really enjoyed it. The Tucano was an exciting ride. It's just high-tech enough that you aren't lost in the buttons, and who doesn't love prop planes? This is a great area for an interdiction mission. The landscape is challenging, and the changing AO keeps it very replayable. I've been really surprised coming around a corner and seeing flak.
Yeah, it can get pretty tight in there sometimes, and even a 23 millimeter is ample to reach out and touch you if you're not careful. Okay, so we've flown out of Weasal and made the turn. We're about 13 and a half or so miles from the start of the trace. That's what the waypoint is we're flying to, so it's time to get fenced in. Get the switch set to live and the master switch on. And we're going to start with the 2.75 inch rockets. And we're just going to fire 2-round salvos while we kind of get ranged on the target, I think. I don't want to just fire them all in one crack. And now it's just time to sit back and get comfortable a little as we get closer to the target area. Okay, so we fast forward a little. Here we are coming into the mountain zone. And we want to keep our height, to stay low enough to actually see the road. Probably not going to want to get a whole lot higher than this. So we're going to have to be below the peaks while we're flying down this valley, which is what makes this a little bit exciting. Yeah, so there's the road. That little village there is probably about the start of the trace, I think. And then the road pretty quickly goes around the corner to the right. Okay, Weasel, I think we're in the AO. So let's start scanning the road.
Roger.
Okay, just get by this little ridge on the left here, and then I can pull over even farther to the left so we can see around the corner to the right. Okay, I'm going to stay over here to the left. Let me know when you can see around the corner down there.
Roger. I'm looking down the road.
Looks pretty good to me, at least so far.
Roger. I think we're clear down to the first town.
Okay, I'm going to cross back over to the right so we can see around the next corner.
Roger.
Okay, so this is where this mission starts to get to be a lot of fun. Because you got to keep below the peaks to be able to be low enough to see the road. But you also got to avoid flying into the peaks. So, okay, now we're getting a look around our second bed. All right, Weasel, you see anything?
Contact, I think. Take a look at about 11 o'clock between the town and that first stand of trees on the other side.
Seen. Yep, I think you might be on to something there. Try and give them a bit of a wide berth.
And now they're shooting at us.
Copy, breaking right.
Roger. Keep cheeking. They're still firing.
Okay, I'm going to go around to the right here and get some terrain between us and them, and then figure out what we're going to do. Okay, now we got a minute to look back. They're there. We got this little peak here. I think if we go around this peak, come back the other way, we're going to have a pretty good shot. Okay, Weasel, I think we should take them from the north. I think if I come around this way, should get a nice clear shot back down the valley. We should be able to see them here in about another 10 or 15 degrees of the circle.
Roger, target in sight. You're good. Just keep it coming around.
Copy that. I see them now.
Just make sure you stay pretty high. That gunner down there is willing to try his luck.
Roger. Okay, rolling in. We'll give them a fairly long-range burst for this first one. Okay, pull around. Get the flight path vector up to the target.
Good hits. I think you sprayed them pretty good.
Copy that. Going around again.
I'm pretty sure you got the main gun.
Well, that would be good news. Okay, let's go around again. Got to pull up, get a little bit more altitude so we can get around this peak. Probably try and extend it out a little bit more this time. It's a little bit flatter trajectory, and we'll try and get a few more rockets. Now, especially if we got that gun gone, we don't see any AAA coming up. That's going to give us a chance to get a pretty good run on them. Right, so they're just on the other side of that hill. We just got to keep going around here.
Target in sight.
Roger, I have it as well. Okay, we'll take a little bit longer approach this time and try and get a few more rounds on target. Rolling in. Pull up to the target. Roll out. Let's try and get it nice and stable so we get lots of shots. Cover the target area. I think we covered it pretty good that time.
No sign of fire coming up anymore. Looks like you got good secondaries as well.
Okay, I'm going around again. You think there's anything more down there to shoot at?
There's still some vehicles down there. I think I see some activity as well.
Okay, well, we'll give them another round then. Okay, we'll take it around the peak here one more time. Starting to get pretty comfortable. This is just like flying on the range. Just keep it coming around.
Got the target in sight. Looking good.
Copy, I have the target as well. Yeah, we definitely got some good secondaries going there now. Take it out a little ways here again. Give us a nice low run in. Rolling in. Okay, pull it up to the target. Back over to the right there. And hit some part of it that we haven't hit yet.
Good hits again. Still some activity down there, though.
All right, let's take it around again then. Okay, this time I think I'm just going to dump everything that's left. We got 5 rockets in each pod left. I think I'm just going to let them all go in one salvo.
Roger.
All right. Alright, let's play. She'll be coming around the mountain one more time here. Get up, get around. One more pass, and then we'll see where we are. This will be our last rocket pass. Okay, coming around. A little higher this time. Maybe we'll get a slightly different angle on the target.
Target in sight, looking good.
I have the target as well. And rolling in. Alright, one more time, get it lined up. Wings level. And right about there. Rockets expended.
Definitely more hits in the target area. Not seeing a whole lot of activity now. Yeah, it's looking pretty quiet down there now. The structure is still up, though.
Yeah, well, we still got a couple of bombs. And it did say to neutralize anything we found. So I'm just going to go up here and get a little bit more space and hang a U-turn, and then let's get rid of those Mark 82s as well.
Roger.
Okay, check the stores page. Make sure we get the Mark 82s selected because there's no more rockets. Let's get a little bit of room here. That'll do it. Let's go up and around, standing on the rudder now. Back down the valley.
Target in sight, looking good.
Sure, we're in radar mode because we're up here in the mountains. Just gotta get ourselves worked out so we can get a bead on that target. Rolling in. Okay, get ourselves straightened up, get the wings level here. Bit of a low pass, but without any AA, don't need to worry too much. Come on, let's get that pipper. Get the pipper, get the pipper. There it is. Bomb's gone.
Well, you hit the middle of the road.
Copy that.
The highway department might not be that pleased with us, but I think you sent those guys a message. Let's head home.
Roger that. Turning for home. All right, folks, that's going to do it for today, for this new mission. I hope you like the looks of it. I hope you have a chance to come on over to the Discord server and download the mission and give it a try yourself. It doesn't have a scoring system like some of the others do, but I would really like to hear how you do, and especially if you get some of the more challenging outpost locations. As always, if you're enjoying these videos, please subscribe. For now, this is going to be Sidekick and Weasel, signing off.